Hi, are you thinking about making a move this year, but are a bit unsure on how to handle your current home? Not sure if you are going to need to sell that home before you can purchase the next one, or perhaps you're planning to keep it and not sure if you'll qualify with the existing mortgage and the new one. We have been talking with lots of people this year on these exact questions that they're grappling with, and so we thought it would make a perfect timely topic. This is Christine Atkinson with Columbine Mortgage, here to give you a few strategies on how to navigate this transition. The first question really is, do you want to become a landlord or not? This is a good question to really ask yourself because there are quite a few responsibilities with that. If you decide, no, I'd rather sell it, then the next question we go to is whether you can first buy before selling, making the offer not contingent. Super important in a competitive market. So one of the first questions we'll ask is where those down payment funds are coming from if you haven't sold the other house. You can tap into the equity on your existing house in the form of a home equity line of credit or called a bridge loan if you are planning to sell that property. Next is if you do go ahead and sell it and then you have a mortgage that is perhaps larger than your initial intent, you can take those funds and what's called recast the loan with some lenders, not all lenders. So it's important to understand which ones will work for your loan type. But that will, in essence, recalibrate the payment without changing the rate. Clearly, we do this if rates are staying flat or increasing versus declining when we would just refinance and get you a new rate. The last thing is if you find out that in fact you can't qualify with your existing mortgage, the new mortgage, and potentially a home equity line of credit, and a lot of people can't do all that, then there are buy before you sell programs which will allow you not to count your existing loan and the bridge loan. Okay, next, if you decide, hey, I want to be a landlord and I want to start building my real estate empire, then you need to think about whether that makes financial sense for you. So you do want to do a little math here and understanding the rental income that you'd be coming in, net of expenses, and whether you are in the investment for cash flow, as in the revenue is greater than expenses, or long-term equity appreciation. So that's a big question. And then the other part of that is, if in fact your revenue is not larger than your expenses, it could be a negative hit on your debt to income ratio and worsen your qualification for the new home. Once you get past grappling with all of that, you do want to understand the source of your down payment, because while a home equity line of credit is a great source for short-term financing, we don't recommend that you put a large amount on that for long-term financing. And then the last thing is that income piece. Can you carry the existing mortgage and the new mortgage? If you can't, then we can do what's called a primary residence conversion and basically use rental income on the existing home to cover it. You do need to get a fully executed lease and 2 months of rent. Typically that would be a first month rent and security deposit. So all of this can be quite complicated in the many options that are available. And this is where we really shine. We offer a planning session where we can go over the different options so you can at least have a feel for what might make sense as you navigate those different decisions. I hope you found this helpful, and just reach out if I can be of any help.